What's up, all you New York Comic Con loving dudes and dudettes? ToyShiz here, and I got a really rockin' fresh look for you guys today, courtesy of NECA Toys. They were nice enough, they sent over their 2 exclusives for this new New York Comic Con 2019. And of course, they're tackling the DC Comics versus Dark Horse Comics, the old comic book deals that they had going on during the 1990s. Excellent reads, pretty much throughout, we'll just say. But the first Batman story, Alien, Superman, definitely go and check them out. Even Green Lantern, that's worth a good read, I would say. But yesterday we took a look at the Green Lantern Sinestro Core Yautja, and now we're taking a look at Batman and the Jokerized Alien. And like I had said yesterday in my video, this is one of the figure sets that they were revealed so long ago, and to finally have them in hand, to see them, kind of play with them, put them with other figures, and do the whole shebang, you know what I mean? And we're going to just have some fun, sit back, relax, kind of just go in stride and figure out everything that these figures are all about. So, I wish you all the best of luck to everyone going to New York Comic Con. If you do want these figures, they will be available at the NECA booth, $60 a piece. There's 2 different sets, and they coincide with the ones that were previously released at this year's San Diego Comic Con. So, at the end of the video, I'll pull them all out. We can have a good look and see how they all scale with one another. But in the meantime, like I said, sit back, relax. This is the NECA Toys New York Comic Con 2019 Dark Horse Comics versus DC Comics Batman versus the Jokerized Alien. So we'll kick it off with the Jokerized Alien. And if you were wondering, yeah, this is a regular repaint that they've offered a million times. Different kinds of decor and things that go with these particular aliens. However, this is the new ultimate alien that they're using for the body, and it's very unique. A lot of different times, hey, you know, give us the multiple aliens, the same ones over and over again, but this one in particular, you know it's the Joker alien. You just can tell with that lovely green. It's like a sickly green. You can still see the bone structure underneath, but that just, it screams the Joker. You know what I mean? Like, that's his hair, and you got his face. It's a mixture of blood and also a little bit of the Joker makeup. That coupled with the white skeletal bone structure of this particular xenomorph. I love the fingernails on this guy. He's got green all the way, and even green toenails to match. And I think one of the best parts is this blood-soaked tail. It just really adds to the creepy factor that this figure is really putting forth. Now, NECA did take some stride. It doesn't actually resemble this in the comic that it draws inspiration from. It's more of like a humanoid-looking alien in a jumpsuit. Basically, they're doing experiments on the criminals. It's more of the comic book cover for Aliens, Batman Aliens 2 that they're really drawing from. I totally prefer this look. The design in that comic wasn't that great. This is just a really fun, having some creativity, some liberty with the actual xenomorph, and really just combining it with the Joker. I wouldn't want it, I mean, I don't want to see like a cummerbund or something like that, or spats on it, you know, on his feet. That just looks like the Joker, man. You tell me this is a weird universe where aliens and predators mixed with the DC superheroes? You got me. That's awesome. And the articulation is the same as a usual xenomorph from NECA. And this one is actually, it was a little stiff right here just because of the paint. And the paint on the bone structure mixes really nicely with this black wash that goes all the way around the tail. Tail is this huge bendy wire, and you can get this thing into a lot of different poses. You can stretch it all the way out if you want to. It's steady. It definitely aids in standing the figure up, especially the legs can be a little bit wobbly, just FYI, but this will be definitely back heavy. But if you got the tail out and kind of up against the wall or something, maybe propped up against another figure, one of those clamp stands, I highly recommend that. In terms of the articulation, the head is going to go every which way. You can pull out the little mini mouth right there. You got a good jaw articulation going. It'll look down, up. Shoulder rotation, this will go out. It's a little stiff right now, you know, fresh out the box. Full jointed articulation at the elbows, and then you'll have wrist rotation. It'll go back and forth. You got upper diaphragm, nothing at the waist. It'll kick out. You got segments here at, let's say, the thigh, the knee, the whatever you want to call it, the shin, whatever the xenomorph biology is. Then you got the foot, it go up and down, rotates, ankle pivot. So it's a nice overall articulated alien Joker figure. I love that side profile right there. God dang. This is a lot of fun for a Jokerized alien. Which, of course, now leads us to the Dark Knight himself. And when I had first saw that they were announced these figures, at least 2.5 years ago now, the first thing that caught my eye was that this is the Batman with the giant ears. And that is a few and far between sort of deal when you want a Batman figure with these giant ears. It's very 90s. All I remember a lot was the Nightfall. And a lot of interesting artwork, especially if you guys remember, it's the one with the Joker and Scarecrow and Batman's looking into the can, and he just had it was a wild time for artwork, but I love when Batman has these long ears. So that's definitely one of my new favorite Batmans, that's for sure. I mean, of course, coupled with this beautiful face sculpt, I mean, he looks like an angry Batman. He just looks disgruntled, and he has to go up against, a Jokerized alien, a couple predators, man. You know, he doesn't want to deal with that. He's Batman. But just overall, this beautiful cape, man, this is what I'm talking about. This is a really awesome cape, and I'll get into that in just a second. But the paint work overall in this figure is gorgeous. It's just the bat signal is painted beautifully. His belt is so nice. Everything, even the buckle to the yellow belt, the grays, the highlights. I love the muted blue-gray that they chose for this. It emulates the comic, but it looks so good. It looks so good in action figure form. So I'm so totally happy. Even on the back, that's again with the cape, but you can see all the muscle structure. And the best part is that this cape can be draped over Batman. You can do Batman things with his Batman cape, and I absolutely love that. I do wish that he came with more accessories, and we'll get to that in just a second. One thing is that much like the Green Lantern, he has black paint, sort of doing the Michael Keaton eyeliner kind of thing, and the mask. And that really emphasizes the white eyes, so I like that. Nice paint on the mouth. In terms of the articulation, his head can go every which way. Not a lot of, let's say, looking up ability. He can look down, so that's good. He could be sad Batman, if he wants. If you can't be uplifting happy Batman, you can be somber, I'm sad, crime alley Batman. Jeez. Anyways, the articulation is pretty good. He's got it in the shoulders. He's got it in the biceps. He's got double jointed elbows, which is fantastic. And he's got some good wrist rotation. Goes back and forth. And I always love me some rather sharp Batman things right there. The glove things. Whatever you want to call him. But he's got a pretty decent ab crunch. He goes down. He can go back about that much. So that works. And he's got, let's see, he has a waist swivel. It's just a little bit stiff. And then, of course, much like the Green Lantern and Superman, these are a little bit more rubberized, so you can get a good kick out about that much, kick back, kicks out to the side, double jointed knees, which is fantastic. He does have, let's see, does he have boot cuff? Yeah, he's got some boot cuff rotation right there. And his ankles will go every which way, up, down, left, right, with some really cool toe articulation. A little bit stiff here and there, but it does have toe articulation. So again, much like the Green Lantern, Superman, the other Batman, in this particular line of NECA figures, you can't go wrong with this Batman. And as I was saying earlier, if I had one complaint about this set, is that this Batman only comes with 2 accessories. You get a Batarang, which is really nice, very tiny, kind of sharp. Just don't lose it, I'm just telling you. And then the hand, which you can swap out to where it'll actually fit the Batarang, and it holds it really nicely. And we'll go ahead and pop it onto the Batman right now. That's a very snug fit. Just be very careful. And much like the Green Lantern figure, which we looked at yesterday, hold on, let's get the hand in. Some of the paint will fleck off. It's within the actual joint itself, so you're not going to see it. It's not going to hinder the figure. But yes, this Batman does hold his Batarang really nicely, so that is always good when you're doing the whole brooding thing. Like, oh God, I have to I have to throw this, don't I? I will say, I would have preferred a heck of a lot more accessories for Batman. It's Batman, he needs his gadgets, but I think a good sculpt and a fantastic cape, it makes up for it. So that is going to wrap it up for my fresh look for you guys today. Thank you again to NECA Toys for sending this out. I had an absolute blast looking at these two sets. It means a lot. Thank you. I've been looking forward to these for quite some time, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park. I really have no qualms with these figures. I think they're well executed, well painted. The accessories for Batman, sure, that's a little bit lacking. I will agree that I would have preferred a little bit more accessories for the Dark Knight. That would have been great. With everything that comes with Green Lantern, got a little spoiled, I will say, especially the Yellow Lantern Predator. And be sure to check out that review as well if you haven't already. I put a link in the description below. But overall, they knocked it out of the park with these DC Dark Horse sets. It's a shame that they, with things being what they are, they probably won't be making any more anytime soon. But hey, you know what? If they did, I would say NECA, if you can, make the giant alligator xenomorph. Just, that would be amazing. You know what I'm talking about. It's from the comics. If you don't, definitely, I'll put a picture right here. There you go. Now you can see it. That would be an amazing figure to have. And NECA could definitely pull it off. So, with Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Hal Jordan. Then you got the Yellow Lantern Yautja and the Jokerized alien and a armored Batman with a Predator, which I have, but I haven't opened it yet because it's disappeared in my pile of stuff that I still have to open from SDCC. So I will be doing that as well, so expect more videos and photos. But in the meantime, if you want one of these sets or both, head to New York Comic Con this weekend. It starts tomorrow the 3rd, goes through the 6th. It's at the Javits Center in New York City, right at the NECA booth. You can purchase each of these for $60 a piece, and I would say they're definitely worth it. So, I'm curious to know if you guys are going to New York Comic Con. Let me know if you see anything rad. Definitely send pictures. I wish you guys all the best of times. Go have a great, great time. Do all the things nerdy and just have fun. That's the most important part. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Let me know what you guys think about these sets. Drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, New York City can be a very dangerous place, just FYI. So make sure to carry around pizza with you at all costs and throw it and run the other way. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.